So one of, if not, my favorite movie of the year, Jojo Rabbit, had Scarlett Johansson. And after that movie, I said she better be nominated for Best Supporting Actress for that movie. She was outstandingly flipping amazing in that movie as the mom. She's also really good in this. Marriage Story. The Oscar season is here for sure, and it's saving this year for some big movies. The summer was meh, and then the fall season just kicked in. I've gotten a lot of great movies, and I was actually... This movie is one of those movies, the Oscars have been, it's just been talked about for performances, writing, directing, Best Picture, and I just kept hearing about it. And I had no idea when it came on Netflix. I didn't even know it came on Netflix 10 days ago. I just now watched it. I was like, oh, it's on there? I was like, I need to watch it. I need to get a review out. So I watched it today, and I was like, all right, this is going to be so Oscar pretentious. Like, here's your 9th nomination. The movie's going to get like 10 nominations. The Oscars, people love it and everything. And then I watched it. And what do oh my god. Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver are basically getting a divorce. That's the storyline in this movie. And they love each other, but things aren't working out and they're gonna get divorced. I don't want to spoil if they've actually shown the trailers, because I saw like clips of like little mini trailers of this movie, not a full trailer. And like I said, I've heard so many great things about this movie. I went in this movie thinking, just hearing all this stuff, so I'll try to block it out, just like my own opinion. And my own opinion is, this movie is one of, if not the best movie of the year. Hands down. There's just no, I can't think of anything wrong with this movie. After this movie, I just sat there thinking, I just watched some of the best acting in my life. I'm 20 years old. Yes, I haven't had a long life, but this acting in this movie is just, everyone should be nominated. Everyone, even the damn kids should be nominated. But for real though, Scarlett Johansson, like I said, she does deserve supporting for JoJo. She must get nominated for Best Actress for Marriage Story. I mean, there's just no question. There's no debate. There's no nothing about it. She is, like I said, this is some of the best acting I've ever seen in my life. Like, just these two. They're amazing. She is amazing. She is so good. People need to study this performance of her. She is that good, and I love her. She's in so many great movies, Avengers, and all these little movies, but this just made me say to her, she is a fantastic actress. And now it's about Adam Driver. I've always known him for Kylo Ren and from the show Girls. Yes, he was nominated for supporting actor for BlacKkKlansman, and I really liked the movie. I thought he was really good. This he broke my heart. She did too, but he was so good. Joaquin, man, I mean, I want him to win, but if Adam Driver won it, I wouldn't be upset. Them two together are, there's no words of how good the acting in this movie is. There isn't. This movie deserves every acting nomination it gets. I will say this. I have heard people say that Laura Dern is a shoo-in to win supporting actress. She is great, don't get me wrong. But to my honest opinion, she didn't do a whole bunch in this movie to honestly get a win for me. I would honestly still give it to Scarlett Johansson for Jojo Rabbit over Laura Dern in this movie. But like I said, the acting's great. I just didn't think she was like as great as Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. Those two are locks for actress and actor. Yeah. Laura Dern, I would say she gets nominated, but I don't want to say she would win. And if she got nominated, I would say, hell, give one to Ray Liotta, because he's really good. They're both the lawyers in this movie, and they're both fantastic. I loved it. I love that this movie, I mean, you think it's going to be arguing, but no. These two actually talk to each other like humans and love each other and actually talk to each other throughout the entire movie. And then there's this one scene. It's the famous, I would guess the famous argument scene. Tears ran down my eyes, guys. Tears. I was in tears. I was like, this is some of the best acting I've seen in my entire life. And I was in tears. It is depressing. But besides that, the movie's actually funny. There's many little lines in this movie. It's very funny. The directing, it should be nominated for Best Director. The script, it should honestly win Original Screenplay. The script and the dialogue, and just, this movie felt real. The characters, the dialogue, it felt crisp. It felt new. It felt like this movie's not an action movie and the dialogue is popping off the screen and you want to listen, you want to care for these characters, you want it to work out. But this movie is about a divorce, and it's so sad and so annoying, and the movie puts you in that mood, and it shows the real life of what divorce goes through, and it's heartbreaking and it's realistic and deep down a little funny. Also, there's another actor in this movie I almost forgot, Alan Ulrich, I think is his name, the guy from MASH. He was really good. Like I said, acting there's no acting performances I don't think can top this the whole year. Yes, I know it's going to be a tight race for Joaquin, but I'm telling you now, Adam Driver, look out, man. But overall, this movie it stuck with me. I watched it hours ago, and I still sit here think, do I have any issue with this movie? And to be honest, no. I'm gonna give Marriage Story an A+. The Oscar season has literally just saved this year for so many great movies. And like I said, guys, I would honestly give Scarlett Johansson a Supporting Actress nominee and a Best Actress. And Adam Driver, you better give him a Best Actor, and this movie better get Best Picture nomination. Netflix has two really good Oscar bait movies. If I had to say which one was better, in my opinion, Irishman or Marriage Story, I'm going Marriage Story, man. That's my opinion. I loved this movie. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.